For those who are not aware yet, the Fighter and the Kid had their first live podcast in Austin, Texas, at what Baba calls the Step Mothership in the Vulcan Theater. And we're going to go ahead and do a series of videos on this into the future now. So make sure you're subscribed so that you get those notifications that new videos come out, because there'll be about maybe 2 or 3 more videos on this series. However, in this video, Brendan Schaub, for so many weeks leading up to this event, promoted a special guest for their big live show, the very first Fighter and the Kid podcast live. And because Brendan was promoting this special guest on numerous previous podcasts, well, guess what happened? No special guest showed up, and there was no guest at all. It was just Bryan Callen and Brendan Schaub. So you would think Baba would be the one to apologize to the crowd, but no, he uses Bryan Callen to apologize at the very end of the live event. Classic Brendan. So check this video clip out.
Brother,
I hope so.
that's great. And then we got Live Fire and the Kid announcing it. Live Fire and the Kid in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Nice. Get your tickets February 15th at
one show only.
Vulcan. Yeah.
Special guest, very special guest. February 15th, one show. And we got Fire and the Kid live. Fire and the Kid live in Austin, Texas. That is February 15th, Thursday night, one show only with very special guest.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be exciting.
This Thursday, one night only, one show only, me and Bryan Callen. It's a live Fire and the Kid, not stand-up. It's Bryan Callen and myself doing a live Fire and the Kid with some special guests in the capital of comedy these days. That's Austin, Texas. Where
yeah. And we'll be back, and we'll next time we're gonna line up some serious guests. We're gonna actually be more organized about it.
All right, look, Brendan Schaub uses the same exact marketing tactics with the fight companions he has in Calabasas, California. He promotes guests, which never come or cancel on him, and so on and so forth. The poor 75 people that showed up to that live event in Austin, Texas, need a refund. Wait a second, can you refund free tickets? Marketing fraud is the illegal practice of making false or misleading promotional claims for financial gain. This is exactly what Baba did. And do y'all remember when he put Theo Von's name on the flyer of a future fight companion? And Theo Von had no idea. In fact, David Portnoy got all pissed off about it and told Theo Von on a live podcast that he had. It's pause a bull, deny a bull, B. You can always say the guest had to cancel last minute. Stop that bull right in its tracks and deny it. And Brendan probably wonders why nobody shows up to any of his shit anymore. He's been pulling this for years. Everything Schaub seems to do is for short-term gain but long-term pain. You know, like buying views for YouTube, purchasing bot followers on IG, changing his grift every 18 months or so, booking and then canceling shows at last minute, etc. due to some BS reason. Being lazy and short-sighted has completely effed his empire. Surely even the most redacted thickie won't fall for the special guest lie for their second show in late March. I mean, how many times has Brendan pulled these special guest theatrics? You're selling $30 tickets, sir. You say you're booking guests, you better have guests then. Papa's such a piece of work, and he was trying to get off the stage at the 45-minute mark. Oh, really, dude? While Bryan Callen said they had plenty of time to answer all the questions, trying to leave at 45 minutes is low even for Brendan. But you'd be surprised, B. This man drops specials not even half that length. We haven't even begun to see how low Brendan's bar is. And it's funny how he blames lack of organization for not being able to wrangle in a guest. They've burned any and all bridges, and the only people willing to do his show are canceled losers, a la Crystalia. And he didn't even show up. The stupid thing is, Baba thinks he is smarter than anyone else in the room. He thought inflating his podcast numbers with bots and raking in the ad money was a genius marketing move. Best brains for the business. Brendan also thought he was running the game by being one of the first comedy podcasts that was actively milking their fan base for all they were worth with expensive, crappy merchandise and meet and greets. Now Schaub has completely effed his algorithm. Oh, that's right, he's shadow banned banned. And he also lost a majority of his fan base, which now resides over there with the homeless cats at PF Chang's on the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. In fact, the surprise guest wasn't Joe Rogan. No. The surprise guest was the audience members. All 70 of them that got free tickets. Nobody expected that. And yes, in one of those clips you saw, Jim Norton was on the show. Jesus H. Christ, Patrice O'Neal is rolling in his grave watching Jim Norton on this show. I'm sure everybody who had free tickets to the show, which is all the audience members, were thinking to themselves, wait, the special guest, it's not going to be Mr. Joseph Rogan? Because you know Baba talks about Joseph Rogan every day in every facet. Brendan is so redacted in his attempt to disingenuously imply that it's going to be Joseph Rogan to try to move his tickets. If Joe Rogan had actually agreed to do it, would he really keep it a secret as a special guest? No, he wouldn't. Papa would be blurting it out every 15 seconds of his podcast and wouldn't shut the F up about it. Brendan would commission 8 different posters featuring Joe Rogan's face and name front and center in bold italics. But the truth of the matter is no one person here believed there would be an actual special guest. The only thing special was Baba. I don't know what they are apologizing for, especially Bryan Callen. Stop simping for Brendan. Surprise, another grift. Gimme. You should be able to sue for false advertising, even if the tickets were free, I guess. I don't know. The club bears some blame, though. Most tickets account for this by putting a disclaimer that things are subject to change at the last minute. Honestly, anyone who buys this Redacts tickets deserves what they get. Unless the judge is a thick boy fan, ain't no one feeling sorry for these dorks. Especially the guy in the audience that wore that golden hour podcast jacket. Yeah, weird. Brendan Schaub can't help himself from getting more pathetic. Papa really just goes. Anyhow, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And hey, huge favor, big favor here, hit that subscribe and like on your way out. Also push the notification bell as well. I would truly appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in that next video.
Like, but the Balenciaga one, Jesus Christ.